Well, all week we've been sharing our 70th anniversary celebrations with the likes of Fred Anderton. We had Alex Reynolds in, Bob Cowan, the original host co-host of Morning Live.
But you know, Annette, there is one important person we have not heard from yet, and she's not here yet. We're waiting for our 7:20 guest.
I think she's over on the couch.
Oh, she's over on the couch? Okay, let's see who it is.
Channel 11.
Why am I up this early? So nice hearing Laura in my ear, though.
Isn't it
Hi,
nice,
Laura.
our director?
Yes, I'm getting flashbacks. How are you?
I'm good.
We're flipping things around here, so I'm actually back to interview you.
Yes.
On the historic 70th anniversary of CHCH television, of which you're a big part of. Actually, I believe, shout out to Sue Vidakovic in our sales creative department.
Yep.
And yourself, you're the two longest serving.
No, I'm the third. Dwayne, our camera guy, Dwayne Worth.
Oh, of course, Dwayne.
It's Sue, it's Dwayne, it's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the longest serving on-air presence.
At the moment, I guess, yeah.
That's special.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the very beginning. What was your first job here?
My first job, it was something, so I was still at Mohawk at the time. It's 19, and I was the satellite monitor.
Cool.
So we used to have...
We had satellites back then?
We had satellites, and I got to move them.
What was the transition to color like?
It was color.
You can throat punch me.
Thank you. I will after the show. No, so it was, we would get these news stories in from Atlantic Canada, from Ottawa, from Toronto, and I would have to hit record on them because they only came once.
Right.
It's not like, you know.
Did you ever screw up?
Yeah, where you forget to hit record, and then I would give the information to our writer. And I was a writer as well. And then part-time while I was going to school.
Right, and then you transitioned to a reporter job.
In between, I was our news director's confidential secretary.
Oh.
And I can't tell you anything about what I did.
Top secret stuff.
Confidential.
Okay, how long did you do that for?
8 months.
Okay,
yeah.
And then you got on the air.
And then I was a reporter.
Okay,
yeah.
Now I know you were a crime reporter. Were you immediately a crime reporter?
No, I was just a general reporter.
Right, yeah. So how long did you do that before you transitioned to?
Ooh, I don't even know. But I was the crime reporter for like 12 years.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a lot.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you did.
I saw a lot of really awful things, but also saw a lot of good.
Yeah, but we want to hear about the awful things.
Oh, man. Okay, I remember, and I used to, the police department used to have reporters go in and talk to kids with their officers in high school about not doing drugs.
Right.
I remember being in a crack house where there was like debris everywhere, and I remember there was a bathtub full of vomit and clothing.
Nice.
It's a drug house, and I'm like, yep, kids, don't do that.
Yeah. And on the job hazard for you.
Yeah.
With that beat.
Yeah, stuff you would see. But I'd carry a scanner around. It was exciting because I'm nosy.
The
so
technology.
I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
So I would carry a scanner around all the time.
I guess there's been some technological changes.
Yes, and also some differences.
I have some archival footage of Annette chain smoking and banging away on an underwood, swirling like a sailor.
Okay, so we did have ashtrays. When I started, we did have ashtrays on the desk, and we had electronic typewriters.
Yeah.
I remember when we first got computers, we didn't even get our own computers. We had to share at a desk with somebody else.
Yeah. I remember, there was, when I started in radio elsewhere, there was smoking. There was never smoking when I was here at CHCH, but there was smoking in radio.
Yeah.
And big ashtray in the studio.
Yep.
Those are the days.
Oh, those are the good old days, huh?
Yeah, but the technology certainly has changed. Speaking of technology, CHCH was the first station to employ virtual sets.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And remember, we couldn't wear anything that was blue.
Right.
Because you would blend in, you would become part of it.
Just disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was, in the early stages, we were kind of, well, actually, I remember even Morning Live, the virtual sets had been around for a while, but still pretty nascent technology. What's that?
They were the chairs that were floating.
Yes, so we were interviewing guests just like this, but we were floating in the air. Yeah, levitating, talking to our guests. So, but now everything here is real.
Yes.
So I had some work done, but everything else here is real on this set. So what was the biggest story for you?
Biggest story, I think it happened really early in my reporting career. It was probably like one of the biggest was the Hagersville tire fire.
Oh, yeah.
And I got sent out. It was just like I got sent out there, and it was like there was a fire that started last night, and it's probably going to be out, but just go check it out.
Right.
And it went out, and it went on for 18 days.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Who was the most influential person for you here? Who mentored you?
Oh, Kathy Reynolds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kathy Reynolds was amazing. She's the one I shared my computer with, and just like great writing style, really, really strict ethics, and she'd get her stuff done, and then what else can I do? Always very helpful.
Yeah. Technology certainly has helped, but where hasn't it helped?
Oh, the virtual set.
Yeah.
That was not a help.
Yeah. What about Zoom? I mean, it has its pluses and.
It was the only way we could fill the show.
Right, during the pandemic.
During the pandemic, you and I would come in. We'd have to work in different rooms.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'd have to sit so far away.
Yeah, it was crazy.
At the desk.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was the only way that we could fill our show.
Right.
So, but
yeah.
it changed how things were done. Before, we would never, ever. If you can't come in and sit in our studio, you're not going to be on the show.
So the pandemic changed that, so it became a new normal, and it's actually a way of, you have the world available to you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hearing the sweet sounds of Laura again saying, Bob, wrap it up. Shut up, Bob. You're done, Bob. I'm going. We now resume my retirement already in progress.
You'd go do that. It's great to talk to you again.
Great talking to you too.
Thank you.